Hi there, I'm Wendy the Pro Coach, and if I've landed on your page, you might need my help. Maybe you've tried therapy, you've read all the self-help books, or you've promised yourself that you'll just figure it out on your own. But somehow you're still carrying the same weight, repeating the same patterns, and wondering why the heck things just feel so difficult. I get it, and I want to share why coaching with me could be the turning point that you've been waiting for. My promise is simple. After working with me, you will feel better. Not just temporarily motivated, but clearer, more confident, and more at peace. I've had clients tell me they walk away from our sessions with insights that they've been searching for their entire lives. Some finally see the patterns that have kept them stuck. Others find the courage to set boundaries with family, build healthier relationships, or make decisions that they've been avoiding for years. I've had clients tell me things like, I've been in therapy for years, but it wasn't until coaching with you that I uncovered the real deep-rooted issue that was holding me back. And that's because I asked the right questions to get to where you can have those aha moments about the things that have been keeping you up at night. I have people who've been able to build better relationships with their family than they ever thought possible because they understand themselves better. So those communication issues that were there before are gone. These are real people who've tried everything else, but through my coaching and the right questions at the right time, they found clarity, relief, and some transformation. People often ask me, why did you become a coach? And honestly, it's because I know what it's like to struggle. And I also know what it feels like when somebody really sees you and believes in you. For over 20 years, I've coached and mentored teams in healthcare, IT, and leadership. And I saw firsthand how much people needed leaders who cared. And I found that the most meaningful part of my work was always the one-on-one conversations, helping people to find their confidence, discover their strengths, check in on how they're really doing, and helping them move forward. When I became a certified coach, it felt like every step in my life had led me to this moment. I finally found my life's purpose. And this really isn't just a job for me, it's a joy. Helping people feel better on the inside is what lights me up every single day. But here's the real truth. I've been in the position where I needed a coach myself. I used to be the person who tried to do everything for everyone, working late hours, taking on more than I should in my personal life for sure, neglecting my own self-care until I finally just burnt myself out to the point of exhaustion. That's when I decided that I needed to get a coach. And together with that coach, we looked at what I was doing and how it was impacting me. I learned how to reduce stress, strategize around my never-ending to-do list, and most importantly, establish boundaries with people so I didn't keep piling more on before finishing what was already on my plate. I explored what self-care really looked like for me with my squirrel brain that's always running in full speed. I took small steps. I made plans. I observed what was working and what wasn't, and I adjusted my goals when I hit barriers. Over the years, I've worked with 6 different coaches and a couple of therapists, and I can honestly say I'm in a much better space now. I can clearly define who I am and what's important to me. If something doesn't fit my core values, I don't add it to my list anymore. I dedicate my time to my passions and building deep, meaningful connections. And it's been life-changing. And now I get to help others experience that same shift. That's what inspires me to get up out of bed every morning. This isn't just work for me, it's really become a calling. And what makes me different? Well, first of all, I didn't become a coach to charge $600 an hour or to only work with people who had the money to pay for it. My passion is helping people who might not otherwise be able to access coaching. That's why I always offer pro bono appointments and keep them available on my schedule to work with clients from all walks of life, because growth, healing, and insight should be available for everybody. And what sets me apart is my unique ability to connect deeply with my clients, inspire them, and truly care. I meet you where you are, not where you've been, and together we work to get you where you want to go. My coaching style is about problem solving, collaboration, and compassion. I ask questions that lead to those aha moments, the insights that shift everything for you. For one client, they came in looking for structure and process improvement. But what they walked away was a deep acceptance of themselves. They realized that their uniqueness was a strength, not something to hide. Another client used our safe space to share personal details they'd never voiced before. They told me how grateful they were for my kindness and my support, and through that work they began to build confidence and see their own self-worth. I have clients who need accountability with everyday life skills. For them, I go the extra mile. Regular check-ins, encouragement, and celebrating wins together, even outside of sessions. Because when I take on a client, it's because I believe in their potential, and I don't just show up for an hour, I show up for their growth. One thing I've learned is that people often wait too long. They think they'll handle it later, after the crisis, after the stress passes, after things settle down. But the truth is, later often comes at a cost. So don't wait until your world comes crashing down. Coaching creates the space to grow, heal, and thrive now. Don't be the roadblock to your own path to success. Let me help you make this journey easier. So why work with me? Because I've been where you are. I know what it feels like to be overwhelmed, stuck, and burned out. And I also know what it feels like to finally find clarity, confidence, and peace. I deeply care for every client that I work with, and I promise you this, you'll walk away from coaching with more insight, confidence, and clarity than you came in with. That's why I offer a free 30-minute introductory session. It's definitely not about a sales pitch. It's about making sure that we're the right fit. If you're ready to invest in yourself, I'll be there with you every step of the way. So take a chance on you. Don't wait, because you're worth it. If you're interested in having a chat with me, please follow the link in my bio to set up your free session. We can discuss your goals in a session so you can see how coaching works and whether you want to continue to work with me. If you have any questions that I haven't answered, please reach out. You can email me at wendytheprocoach@gmail.com. And take care and talk soon.